What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back here for yet another episode, and today we're actually going to be doing some jerkbait fishing. This is the jerkbait I'm going to be fishing with right here. It's made by Ima, and this is actually a jerkbait that came in one of the I think it's might be the like October or September mystery tackle box. So I'm going to be taking this bait out and going fishing with it today. But before I kick off today's video, I want to let you guys know I've got some baits for sale. I've just got almost way too much tackle, so I'm selling all these baits right here. This whole box is $26, and it actually comes with there's some jerk baits in there. I don't know if you guys can see. So those normally go right here, and those will be for sale as well. So including the jerk baits and this whole box, it's $26 with shipping. Shipping is included, and this whole box right down there, that whole box is also for sale. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that I do not use, and I want to get rid of it. So I'm going to be selling it for super cheap, so just slide in the DMs. The link to my Instagram is down in the description below. But other than that, we're going to head down to the pond and see if we can get some jerkbait bass. Oh, shoot. Oh, we got one. We got a fish. Oh, dang. We got ourselves a little bass, guys. We got ourselves a little old bass. Look at that. Wow, guys, this bass is super cold. Just kind of swiped at the jerkbait. Didn't really even feel him bite. It was a real light bite. I just felt him at the end of the line, and he wanted it. Alrighty, guys, just got this little guy released. Not a big fish at all, but awesome little jerkbait bass in the water, and off he goes. So I'll show you guys the jerkbait that I caught that one on. Just this little guy right here. This was an Ima jerkbait. This actually came in a previous mystery tackle box, but I didn't fish with it for that month, so I'm waiting. I waited till it got a little bit colder, and this is prime time jerkbait fishing, so awesome fish. Alrighty, guys, so I just got done fishing with the jerkbait, and I wasn't able to catch as many fish as I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is I want to still make this a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the tripod, take some jerk baits outside, and I'm going to go over kind of how I like to fish a jerk bait. The rod, the reel, the line, the jerk bait colors, where you should throw jerk baits, the twitching motion, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go outside on my back porch and kind of go over how I like to fish jerkbaits. So again, remember to if you're interested in the tackle that I'm selling for super cheap, just DM me, comment below or whatever, and we can figure out what you want. You also don't have to buy this whole box. You can buy individual baits. And other than that, let's head out and let's get to jerkbait fishing. Alrighty, guys, so we're all set up with our jerkbaits. The camera's all set up. So I'm going to quickly go into the rods, the reels, the line, and then I'm going to kind of go into the styles of jerkbaits and the colors. So I really like to throw jerkbaits on two different rods and reel combos. If I'm throwing a smaller jerkbaits, kind of like this little guy right here, or the one I was using in the video earlier today, I like a spinning rod, and this is a 13 Fishing Defy Black 7-1 medium, I believe, fast action, so it's got a real fast twitching motion and everything, and you're not going to pull out all your treble hooks with these jerkbaits. And then the reel is a 13 Fishing Source X. This reel is literally like $40. And from what I've used it so far, it's amazing for the price. Amazing. Right now I have braid on here. I would, just because I fish a lot of grass, and so I don't really feel like changing out the line, but you could also throw maybe like 12-pound fluorocarbon on here, or you could throw This is, I believe, 20-pound braid, so you can also throw 20-pound braid or 15-pound braid, and they will still all work. So this is kind of the rod and reel that I like for lighter jerk baits. And then once you get up to bigger ones, kind of like this guy right here and everything, you want to, I would recommend throwing it on a bait caster. You can throw it farther, you can get better action out of it and everything. So this is again a 13 fishing to 5 black. This is a 7-foot 3-inch medium heavy. That's what this rod is. If you really want to be specific, have a specific like jerkbait rod that you could also use for top water during the summer and everything, I would go like maybe like a 6'10" to maybe 7-foot medium action rod, medium fast action rod. The reason why I would recommend a shorter rod is because whenever you're jerking your rod down, it's not going to be hitting the water all the time. And then a medium, you get better action out of it. The bend in the rod, it forgives the bait a little bit better than this medium heavy. But this is all that I've got right now, and it works fine. And the reel is a 13 fishing Origin A, I believe. 8 1-to-1 gear ratio reel. You don't need a super fast gear ratio reel because all you're doing is you're twitching it and then you're picking up that slack line. Unless you're going to be twitching it super fast, then you might need to pick up that extra speed to pick up that extra line. But if you're just normally twitching it, you could do a 6 4-to-1 gear ratio reel. You could do a 7-1. So it could be very versatile. And then again, this right here is 17-pound fluorocarbon. But this is also on a medium heavy rod, so I wanted something a little bit heavier so I could use it for a lot, not just jerkbait fishing, you know. But if you're doing something just jerkbait fishing and some small crankbaits, square bills, and that kind of thing, I'd recommend like 12 to 15 pound fluorocarbon. And the reason why you use fluorocarbon, one, is that it sinks. So unless you're wanting a suspending jerkbait, or not a suspending, a floating jerkbait, you could use monofilament. But if you want something that dives down and you're getting the most depth out of your jerkbait, you would want to use fluorocarbon. And fluorocarbon also doesn't refract light. I believe that's a word. Reflect. I don't know. But whenever it's in the water, the light just straight passes through it. And with monofilament, the light sometimes, if it hits the line, will kind of like bounce off of it, and the fish can see your line. So going on to the styles of jerkbaits, I would say there's really like maybe 2 to 3 styles of jerkbaits. You've got something kind of like this jerkbait right here, what I was using earlier today in the video. Something that's got a small bill. If you guys don't know what a bill is, it's pretty much this part right here. It's like this. This part that sticks in makes it dive deeper. So that's kind of like the bill. So I'd say that's kind of like that's a shallow diving jerkbait. But then you've also got ones like this, which is a deep diving jerkbait. It's not much of a bigger bait, but it's that bill that gets it down. This thing right here. See how much longer that is compared to, see how much longer this one is, or this one is compared to this. This is a shallow diving, this is a deeper diving. So you kinda gotta, if you're fishing deeper clear water, you could use this one. But if you're fishing shallow water like I was yesterday, or that video was today, like I was earlier today, then you definitely want to do something shallow diving. So also, normally when you're fishing jerkbaits, you want the water to be clear, because the fish are going off of sight. They're not going off of their lateral line. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like their sensories. You guys know, like humans, like they have the 5 senses or whatever. Well, fish have a lateral line that puts off that brings in like vibration or detects vibration and that kind of thing. So they're not going off of that because these things don't make really much vibration or hardly vibration at all. So unlike a chatterbait or a spinnerbait or crankbait, they're going off of sight. Whenever you twitch it, they're going off of sight. They're looking for that bait. So the water normally needs to be pretty clear. I wasn't throwing it in super clear water yesterday, or today. Why do I keep saying yesterday? But it still worked out for me. Now if you're fishing a little bit muddier water, you can do something kind of like this guy right here, which is, as you can see, like chartreuse and green and super bright. But most of your jerkbait colors, like all four out of the 5 in this box are shad colored, and that's also what jerkbaits try to imitate, are dying shad that are trying to swim, and then they die a little bit, and then they're trying to swim, but they're injured, you know, or they're dying off. So that's a little bit of jerkbait fishing tips 101 for you. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you were able to take something away for this video. I don't know everything about jerkbait fishing, but I do like to fish it because you're snapping it down, and then all of a sudden you get that bite and your rod loads up. So it's pretty fun fishing, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But click that link down in the description and go subscribe. And other than that, we will catch you guys on the next episode of LMB Nation. Peace, guys.